I want to welcome you back to Black Site Tonight. In a shocking move, prosecutors in Cook County has declined to prosecute Chicago mom and 14-year-old son who killed a man in a restaurant. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. I just did a video about 2 hours ago about the Chicago mom and the 14-year-old son who killed the man in a restaurant. I have an update, and the update is right now. And I'm going to read you this short article from WGN Chicago. Charges have been dropped against a mother and a 14-year-old son after a fatal shooting in a restaurant in the city's West Fulham neighborhood June 18th. According to the State Attorney General's office, in light of emerging evidence, the Attorney's office has dismissed the charges against Clarisha Hood and her son. On June 18, Hood entered Maxwell Street Express to get food while her son waited in the car outside. Shortly after, a man entered the restaurant and an argument ensued between Hood and him. Court documents state Hood allegedly was texting her son from the store, signaling him he entered the restaurant during the argument. The argument quickly turned physical when the man punched Hood in the head multiple times. Then documents state Hood's son displayed a firearm and fired shots at the man. He sustained a gunshot wound to the back. The man then fled the restaurant, where the 14-year-old boy proceeded to follow him and fire more shots. The man sustained 2 gunshot wounds to the back and was pronounced dead shortly after. Both Hood and her son turned themselves in and were arrested on Wednesday, and charges was dropped Monday. Hood and the boy have no reported criminal backgrounds, and the attorney's office said that the evidence and law were unable to meet the burden of proof in the prosecution of the cases. So basically, in Chicago, they used the stand your ground law. Basically, his mother was being beat by this man, and she calls her son, texts him, he comes into the restaurant. And for her protection, the 14-year-old shoots the man. And I guess that's considered legal in Chicago. I didn't know they had a stand your ground law. And the charges was dropped. I am truly shocked about this case, because he may have been beating her, but did the man deserve to die? And of course, the prosecutor said there was not enough evidence to prosecute, so they go free. I want to know how everybody feels about this case. And the shocking thing about this whole case is that the 14-year-old had a gun, and they didn't even get him on a gun charge. He was let go. And you know Chicago is damn near banning guns. So right now, this could be a precedent case for any teenager who has a gun and saying that he's defending himself, that he or she should not be charged. I thought for sure they would at least charge the mother on simple fact that she told her 14-year-old to do something and it ruined his whole life. Now everything turns upside down. They said they had found more evidence. They probably looked at the videotape from the restaurant and seen what the man was actually doing to her. So they decided to drop the charges. This is shocking, extremely shocking. And I can't really believe what I'm just seeing in the city of Chicago. Now, you can defend yourself, at least. And you can have an illegal gun and defend yourself in Chicago. So it must be okay for teenagers to have a gun and their mother know that he had a gun. That's the shocking part about it that I can't get over. That the mother knew he had a gun because she said shoot him. This is a shocking case right here. I am thoroughly shocked at what I just heard. That this charge was dropped against the mother and the son. Now, I want to know what the family of the victim is going to say about this. The beating must have been so bad that they saw within the restaurant, they basically said, hey, let him go. I guess the Cook County prosecutor said, let him go. So I don't know what to say. Because you could be in a fight with someone, but that doesn't mean the other person has to die. But the prosecutors felt that maybe this man who was beating her was basically trying to kill her. So the son did the right thing by shooting him in the back and killing him. They said he had no prior criminal record or anything like that. But him carrying a gun, so every teenager is allowed to carry a gun in Chicago right now? I don't know. Because I told you these are precedent cases. Once you have this case, other cases going to eventually come forward. And everybody's going to say that I was defending myself. That's what they're going to say. So this is Cook County, this is Chicago, this is Illinois for you right now. Now, I knew this could happen possibly Florida, Alabama, and Georgia, but I didn't know it would happen in Chicago. But I have been hearing that they're not prosecuting a lot of cases in Chicago right now. So we'll see what happens. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section about what just happened, because I am truly shocked at what I just heard. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.